Fine girl and the area boy. In every street, there is a fine girl and there is an area boy. But nobody tells you what happens when they both begin to notice each other. Monday mornings on their street always smelled of fried akara and engine smoke. Halima
I hate Mondays. Why does the week have to start so...
late. A mother called from the sitting room. I'm coming, Umi, she replied. Her younger sister Aisha stood by the door, already dressed and ready. You didn't even pray properly. Aisha teased, I prayed, mind your business. She grabbed her school bag and hurried out, her stomach already protesting. No breakfast again. By the time she reached the Yaseki's Akara stand, the line was long and restless. Students in uniform shuffled forward inch by inch. Workers checked their watches. Halima sighed. At this rate, I'll miss first period. She stepped out of line, frustrated. Fine girl, the voice called from behind her. She turned. Salim. He leaned casually against the wooden post near the store, holding out a small black nylon bag. Steam rising faintly from inside. Take before it gets cold. Halima frowned slightly. I didn't buy. I bought, he replied. Simple as that. I can't collect it. Her stomach betrayed her with a low rumble. Salim's lips curved. Even your stomach don't accept them. She folded her arms. I'm not your fine girl, please. He shrugged lightly. You're somebody's fine girl. For now, I'll borrow it. There was no flirting in his tone, just playful street confidence. She hesitated, then collected the nylon carefully, avoiding his fingers. Thank you. Anytime, fine girl. She walked away quickly, but she could feel his eyes on her back, not heavy, just there. At school during break, Halima sat under the almond tree and opened the nylon. The akara was still warm. She took a bite and couldn't stop the small smile that slipped onto her face. Sekinat dropped her bag beside her. Why are you smiling to yourself like that? I'm not. You are. Who is he? Halima rolled her eyes. Nobody. Just that area boy near Yaseki's store. He bought me akara this morning. Sekinat's gaps, the tall one that sometimes shouts Ujilegba from downfall. Yes, that one. And you collected it. It would have been rude not to. Sekinat leaned closer. Or sweet not to. Halima nudged that you talk too much. But as she ate, one word kept echoing softly in her mind. Fine girl. After school, Halima adjusted her bag and deliberately took the longer route home. The one that passed the mechanic shed. She told herself she just wanted to pass, nothing more. She saw them before they saw her. Salim and his friends, laughing loudly, smoke coiling around them. Her steps slowed. Then she saw the cigarette between his fingers. Something inside her tightened. She clicked on to leave. Fine girl, she pretended not to hear. Footstep followed. Fine girl, wait. She stopped reluctantly as he caught up. She wrinkled her nose. You're smelling of smoke. He glanced at his hand, then quickly tossed the cigarette away and crushed it under his slippers. I'm sorry. She blinked, slightly surprised. She didn't expect him to apologize. I just wanted to say thank you properly, she said, keeping her distance. For what? For the akara, she said. He nodded once. You're welcome. Silence stretched between them. Awkward for her life. Okay, bye, she muttered, walking off quickly. Fine girl, called again, but she didn't turn. Behind her, something slipped quietly from a slightly opened bag. Salim noticed. He bent down and picked it up. A notebook. He flipped it open casually, meaning only to see the class written on it. Then he saw it. Halima. He stared at the name longer than necessary. So fine girl again name, he mumbled to himself. A small smile touching his lips. That night, Halima emptied her bag onto the bed. My biology notes, she whispered. Panic rising. Here is it. She searched everywhere. Nothing. Frustration burned in her chest. The assignment was due tomorrow. The next morning, she walked to school with Sekinat, still upset. A downfall bus screeched beside them. Usher the CMS, school route. A familiar voice shouted. Halima stiffened. Fine girl, she kept walking. Just hearing him, Sekinat whispered. Halima stopped reluctantly. Salim jumped out from the bus, holding out a notebook. You dropped this yesterday. Relief washed over her face before she could hide it. You had it. You ran, he replied simply. She collected it carefully. Thank you. The bus engine rumbled impatiently. We are passing your school, he added. Enter, no charge. Sekinat was already climbing in. Free ride? I'm not arguing. Halima hesitated, then followed. Inside the downfall, the morning breeze pushed through the open windows. Salim stood by the door, one hand gripping the metal bar, occasionally glancing back. He didn't call her fine girl again. When they reached the school gate, she stepped down quietly. "Thank you," she said. He nodded. "Kobe Halima." She froze. Their eyes met. So he knows her name. She didn't ask how. She just walked inside. Her heart beating strangely. In class, she opened her notebook quickly, preparing to rush through the assignments. Then she paused. The work was already done. Neat handwriting, correct diagrams, every answer complete. Her fingers traced the ink slowly. There was no notes, no explanation, just efforts. Her chest felt warm and confused all at once. After school, she walked out slowly. And here he was, not with his friends, not smoking, just sitting on a low wooden bench near Yaseki's store, tossing a small stone from one hand to the other. When he saw her, he stood. "You did my assignments," she said quietly. He shrugged. "You looked stressed yesterday." She studied him carefully. "You didn't have to." "I know." Silence settled between them again. Softer this time. "So why did he help me?" she asked. He looked away briefly, then back at her. "No reason." But his eyes said otherwise. A small breeze lifted the edge of her hijab. She had it down. "Thank you," she said. He gave a half smile. "You're welcome, fine girl." This time, she didn't correct him. And when she walked away, she didn't rush. Behind her, Salim watched quietly. Not like a boy chasing, just like someone who had started noticing. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.